Welcome everyone to the foundational training. I'm so glad that you're here with me today, Monday morning. I see some faces that I saw in Florida. I see Jules. Hi, Jules. It's nice to see you, sweetheart. I see Kathy. There's my Kathy, Senior Presidential Director here. There's a lot of faces today. I don't know about you, but for all of you that were in Florida, I think it was life-changing. We really learned a lot from David, and also we really learned about how to build a business. But I think the most important piece of this Florida trip was how many new people I fell in love with. Like, you know what I mean? Community. That's what it's all about. Because when you build a business, yes, it's about helping people. Yes, it's about becoming financially free, but it's also about relationships and building together and having new people that you care about. And I'll tell you, for me, that's one of the biggest things that came out of Florida. So if you did not make it to Florida, please go to start333biz.com. Go to the front of the page, look for convention in Orlando and sign up for it, because it's special and it's a special time. And also put in your notebook that we will be all going to Texas for something called the boot camp, Friday the 3rd and Saturday the 4th of May. And that is put on by corporate. And so I'll get that on the biz site as well, as well as a QR code where you can sign up for that. We'll get those details up as well. I mean, basically, I think my biggest lesson in all of this is how important it is for us to invite. If you want to take notes, put that in your notebook. We are a business of inviting. What do we invite to? We invite to a patching podcast. We invite to a patching party. We invite for people to learn more at startx39now.com. We invite to a gift if you want to give a sample, right? We invite to the Telegram page if you want to show a testimonial. We invite to the before and after pictures, right? We're just inviting people to all of our good stuff on X39, our stem cell activation patch. So my big aha this week is invite. So how do you do that? Well, it starts with a list. And from a list, what do? You pique their interest. I'm going to make it so simple for you. You could pique their interest with, have you heard about stem cells? And tell your story. And then you could do what? Invite to a patching podcast. Invite to a patching party. I'll show you where all that is today. And then you follow up and you put them in a wholesale kit and auto ship. And then what do you think you do? You help your people do the same thing. You help them make a list of 10. You help them say, have you heard about stem cells? You help them invite and you help them enroll. How hard is it? I mean, when you really think about it, there's really only 4 things we do over and over and over again. Over and over and over again, 4 things. Let's write it down again. 4 things that we do over and over and over again. You ready? We make a list. We pique their interest. Have you heard about stem cells? That's a great pique. It works. And we invite. And then we enroll them. 4 things. Can you do those 4? Sheila, can you do those 4 things? Yeah, Jules, can you do those 4 things? Yep. Who else? Let's see. Kathy, can you do those 4 things? Tammy, raise your hand if you could do those 4 things. I mean, we get sometimes so complicated in everything that we forget the basic 4. So let's write that down one more time. We make a list. We pique interest with, have you heard about stem cells? We invite them to something and we enroll them. Wow, that's pretty cool. So having said that, we're going to teach on some of that. And then at 11 o'clock, we're actually going to work together and do it. How fun is that? So the very first thing that I like to do, how many newbies do we have? How many brand new people? You know, we train to the brand new person. Diane, you're new. Deborah, you're new. So here's the thing. When you're new, you're going to give me a thumbs up that you get this. I got it. Then I know that we all got it. Now, if you're not new and you go, oh my gosh, I know this. Why am I here? You know what I'm going to tell you? I'm going to say invite 10 people on your team that are brand new and be there with them. And then they'll learn. Plug them in. And then at 11 o'clock, you go do the work with them. Okay. That's what I tell all of you folks that are not new. I was in Florida, and I had one of the ladies say, I just don't know what I'm doing wrong. I've enrolled 300 people. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of people. That's a lot of people. She goes, but nobody's working. What do you think I said? I said, ask who wants to come do this with you. Who wants to build a small business with you a few hours a week? Who, if they're not business people, do you have a list of 10 that you want to share to people that you love? Invite them to come do this, right? So that's what I do. I basically ask people who wants to do this with me. Of course, not all 300 are going to say yes, but I bet you 10 do. Do you know it's the 10 that say yes that make me all my money? Mm-hmm. And then what do I do with those 10? I help them make the list. I help them with what to say, what to pique interest with. I help them invite, and I help them get their people enrolled. And then they learn, and so on, and so on, and so on. In network marketing, network marketers do this. We make lists, we work lists with scripts, and we book the next appointment. That's all we do over and over and over again. So to start this business, you do need a few tools. You got to set up your office, right? You got to set up your office. So it's really not that hard to set up your office. You can set up your office for maybe $100. Can you imagine you can get into a business and make millions of dollars and have, sorry, Jen, I didn't mean to unmute, and have $100 investment? I didn't even think that was possible. It is. So let's go ahead and make a list on how you're going to set up your office. Okay, Diane, so pay attention because I'm going to make sure you know how to do this, okay? The very first thing you're going to do is you're going to go to Staples and you're going to go buy a notebook, because we network marketers take notes. I don't care how many years you've been a network marketer, the more notebooks you have, the winner. You win, okay? So go ahead and get a notebook. The next thing you're going to go buy at Staples is a list book, because we make lists all the time. We make a list of 10, we add to a list of 10, we then add to another list of 10. We're always adding to our list. Who do you know? I'll tell you a story about adding to the list. Here's a little hint. The top 10 are the juiciest of your list. The top 10. The top 10 of Sheila's list is the juiciest. The top 10 of my list was the juiciest. The top 10 of Jeannie's list was the juiciest. What do you think I do with people that are in my business that want to build? Do you think I help them with their list of 10? Absolutely. I want to get into their juiciest list and help them with it. I'll give you a story. I met a woman 10 years ago. She was a friend of the chiropractor I went to in LA. And it was a different business. And he connected me to her on that business. Okay. And she's in my phone because everybody's in my phone and I can connect everybody. Some of you, I gave that hint where you go in your phone under company and you put how you know them. So their name, what they do, if they've been in network marketing or not, and what company, where they live, and who actually connected me. I can then sort through all those different ways to make lists. My phone is my list maker, right? So I had put for her name. She connected me with this chiropractor. She was a health nutritionist and she lives in Hawaii. That's all in there for her, right? So that was another company. Oh, and she did this other company with me 10 years ago. I was making my own list, honestly, and she somehow I missed her on my list. But I was like sharing on Facebook, our community, all the stuff we do. 2 months ago, what do you think she did? She saw that. And guess what? She texted me, Marci, I see you're doing this. I've been hearing about this. I want to do it with you. How awesome was that, right? I want to do it with you because she saw what I was doing. So what do you think the very first thing I did with her? I said, let's go make your list of 10. Who do you know? Right? And here's some things that I always ask. You know what? Let's go ahead and do that right now. Okay? Let's go ahead and do that in our list book. How many people have a list book? Put your list book up if you have a list book right now. Who has a list book? Okay, look at you guys got list books. Okay. And if you don't have a list book, it's okay, Diane. Go get a piece of paper. It works. Okay. Right. And what you're going to write on your piece of paper or you're going to write in your list book, and we got this from Dr. Stacy, is LifeWave, the holy grail of, you know what? I changed it to optimal health because we want to be compliant, but boy, I really miss the healing. Maybe we'll just change it back. LifeWave, the holy grail of healing. Have you heard about stem cells? Who do you know that would like this? Who do you know that would like this? Right now, I want you to do a new list of 10. Right now. Okay, here you go, Jules. I'm talking to you. Get your pen out. Get your phone out. Here we go. Ready? Who do you know that's a network marketer in your phone that you didn't think about? Go through it. Go through your phone. Go through A's, go through Z's. Who do you know? Who do you know that's an entrepreneur? You know, the one that loves 4 different businesses all at the same time. You know, the one. I was talking to Christy yesterday in Florida. She was the one. She does 4 businesses at one time. Boy, would I have liked her on my list. Who do you know? Who do you know that's an influencer or has influence? Gary Holmberg. He is influencer after influencer are going on his list, right? Who do you know that is that you know you've always wanted to be in business with? I love Jan. I always wanted to be in business with her. She was on my first 10. That was juicy. She went SPD, wasn't it? That was a juicy one. Yeah. Who do you know that you just really love and you want to help? Who do you know that has health issues? But who do you know that has health issues that's also an entrepreneur? You know what I mean? Like, think about it. Like, sometimes we don't trigger our minds enough on who do you know? Who do you know? Who's your massage therapist? Who's your chiropractor? Who's that progressive healthcare practitioner in your phone that you forgot about? Who do you know? I will tell you, everybody has anywhere from 300 to 5,000 people right in their phones. And I would say they're not even looking at their phones enough to see who's in their list. Do it now. Everybody, I want you to add another 5 or 10 right now to your list. Or list making is a very important piece of the business. Diane is brand new. Her first 10 are going to be juicy right now. Okay. Juicy. If I enrolled Diane, I would be at 11 o'clock when we go to work. I'd be calling her and I'd be saying, okay, who's on your list? Let's do another 10. I work my people's list with them. So as you're making your list, what do you think I did with Karen? Who do you know? Who do you know? Who do you know, Karen? She started building her list. Well, one of the people that she knew on her list is, you ready? Who she's married to, her doctor, who's a doctor, a chiropractor. And she had others on her list, and we started working her list. Well, guess what happens? Doctor has a patch on him. And guess who walks into his office? A big network marketer from New Skin. Who knew? And he joined. And what do you think I did with him? Let's do your list. Who do you know? Who do you know? Who do you know? But do you understand that I didn't know him, right? I want you guys to understand how far it started 10 years ago from a list from someone I knew in LA. Then it moved to her. Then it moved to him. Then it moved to the New Skin guy, right? Do you understand that it was 4 lists down? I am a master at asking people, who do you know? And I go deep to get to the juicy 10. Does that make sense? Somebody asked me that in Florida, and she said, you really haven't been training on that. She said, that's the 2.0, because I help you make your list. But if you're enrolling new people, ask them if they want to do this with you. Do you want to build, a home-based business a few hours a week? Do you want to share some of these stem cell patches with people you love? Let's do a list of 10. Don't overwhelm them with 100 right away. Start with 10 so they don't freak out. And then what are you going to do? Add another 10 and another 10. And then they're going to bring somebody in. And what are you going to do for the person they bring in? Ask them to build a list of 10. Network marketing will always be list building. It's never going to change. That's how we work. Okay. Everybody got it? How many people here did their first list of 10? Raise your hand. Did you guys get some in there? Look at that. Look at that. Jules got another list. Yes, she did. That's going. All right. That's how easy it is. And I'm going to show you what you're going to do with that list in a minute. Okay. So we did the list of 10 and because we have a list book. So far, two things we need. Jan or Sheila, can you put this in notes or in chat? You need a notebook. You need a list book. What do you need next? You need to go buy a calendar book. Well, this is going to cost you 25 bucks. Okay. Or you can do what Dr. Stacy does. I think she does Calendly, or she does like the electronic calendar. I don't care what calendar you use. Just get one, because remember what I said, we book the next appointment. So what does that mean? Well, whoever books the most appointments wins. Whoever books the most appointments wins. And there's some examples of appointments. So if your calendar book isn't full, then your business probably isn't that big. Sheila, look at that. Anybody dare to show me their calendar book? Come on. Don't be afraid. Let me see it. Anybody booked? Oh my goodness, Diane. Oh my goodness. Look at Pam. Pam showing it. Oh my goodness, Pam. Very good. What is the calendar book about? You remember? It's just inviting. You're going to book to invite them to a Zoom, or to invite them to, meet with you for a consult, or to invite them, you're always booking the next thing you're going to have them do, right? So for example, on every Monday at this time, my calendar's here. And this is where I invite my new people to learn. And so I hope that it's on their calendar too. Do you understand what that means? Okay, great. Calendar book. The next thing that I like everyone to have is a business bag. And they're black bags like this. And what do you think comes in a business bag? Well, I just call them mini presentations, because you know what? It's always nice to have some presentations ready to rock and roll. And what do I mean by that? Well, I just have these in my bag. They're an envelope. They're our gifting envelope. What do you think this talks about? Well, this talks about how X39 works. It's a script. We just read it. I'm all about scripts. You just read a script. Then you open it up and you just read the cards to people. And this card is what to expect. It's also on the Now site, which I'll explain to you. Then I like to say, but look at the pictures. I'll say, look at me. Oh my God, I had fast growing cells. I look so bad and now I'm pretty. People love pictures. Then I'll say, but we can track your progress. Oh, and this is our quick guide. You can just see all the different products we make and quickly where you can place it. Oh, and here's a price list. Oh yeah, you could get a silver pack, 30-day money back guarantee on it. Yep. And you can get 3X39s, or if you look at the yellow football, 1X39, 1X49 equals 2 supportive patches. What's going on with you? I love to say this now to people. What are your concerns? And what benefits do you want from the patches? They're two very different questions. What are your concerns? You're going to get, oh, my lower back is killing me. But you know what? It's like the ick. But when you ask them, what benefits do you want? You hear what they really want. So this guy said, my lower back's killing me. I said, what benefits do you want? He goes, I'm so embarrassed to tell you, but I don't want gray hair or wrinkles on my neck anymore. I said, really? Well, let's go ahead and get you X39 and Eon, but also fill it with Alavita and glutathione together, and then 1X39 the following month to keep your stem cells activated. Remember, wholesale pack and auto ship. That is what we do. Fill the pack so the auto ship is necessary. I'm actually really liking auto ships now of either X39, X49, or an X39 and Eon auto ship every time. In fact, I'm going to change the order form so you guys can have 3 choices on that. I think that's a nice piece. So when you order this, you get 10 of these. And why would you need these? I'll give you an example. Dr. Dana Zappola, her girlfriend had 5 people going to Starbucks. And she said, Dana, I don't know anything. Can you please come and present? So what did she do? She brought her bag. She had 5 of these. She had an X39 and Eon in each. Every lady got one, and she just read it to them, and they all put an X39 and Eon on. And then she showed them the price list, and she took everybody's order. And then she took them all in her purse, and she drove to her office. She entered them all in. It shipped to all her people, and she made both her person and herself money. So these are like mini presentations. I think Jan, remind me, Jan just met a woman at the airport, didn't you? Tell everybody your little airport story, because didn't you use one of these or no?
I did. Can you hear me?
I can. Tell them what happened, because I hope it's okay if we do stories with
Oh
training.
yeah, I was telling them. So I was waiting to get on the plane to Florida, and there was a lady, and she had like on 3 jackets. She had a yardstick with her, and blah blah blah. Anyways, she was here on work. She's a cardiac nurse. So we were chatting, and she finally asked me what I did, and I said I'm in stem cell activation technology, and her eyes lit up. So I just pointed to my patch, told a quick little thing about it, and then she gave me, I said, give me your number. I'm going to text you, start X39 now. And then she got on the plane, and I texted her, what seat are you in? So I walked up and I gave her a packet with 5 patches in it. So while she was on the plane, she looked at everything. She put a patch on. She was super excited. And then when we got off the plane, she was waiting for me. It was like textbook. Now she lives an hour and a half from where the event was, and I invited her. She didn't know if she could make it because she just got home, and I said, look, it will be worth everything if you come. I promise you. She came. She spent the whole day. She came to lunch with us, and she's signing up today at 11 o'clock. So yeah, it was textbook. I mean, how many people actually like show up that you meet like that? Textbook. I was so happy.
So here's what's happening. You pique interest, and this is where I remember how Laura talked about in Florida. If the waitress comes and says, "Do you want regular
Coffee, yeah.
coffee, regular or decaf?" and the person says no, the waitress is like, "Okay," and they go to the next person, right? We have to remember that we're just piquing interest for the folks that light up. And you might have 10 people not light up, which is fine. But then the 11th one lights up, and it's nice to have something for the one that lights up. And that's what Jan had. I was so proud of her. And she lit up so much that she just read all this on the airplane. And because there's script form, it's like being in kindergarten. You can just read a story, right? You can read this and understand what everything is. So that's why I like having a business bag. I actually call them mini presentations, always ready to go. And that's actually the same. This is the same if you decide that you want to gift patches that Jan sends out with 2X39 and 2 Eon. So everything matches. So let me show you where you can order those if you want a business bag. And once again, we have 2 sites, and I'll tell you about the other site in a minute, but go ahead and write them both down. Our product or our exposing site is startx39now.com. And our business site is start333biz.com. Okay. And I'm going to go right now to start333biz and show you. Oh, and Kathy, there's some more people that went in. Can you let them in? Thanks. So all you do, this is our business site. And the reason I made this site, honestly, is I hate to email PDFs. I just hate it. So we just made a site where you could just easily edit, copy, edit, paste any link you want, whenever you want. And so that's what this was designed for. Make sure if you want blasts from Team Evolve that you sign up for them. Otherwise, you won't get anything. And a team that communicates together always does better. So then what you're going to do is you're going to go to the brown doors. This is private now. It's just for our team. So you do need a username and passcode to get in the doors. The username is start333biz, B-I-Z. The passcode is 333biz, B-I-Z. That gets you in. So then you go here and you just go over to Evolve Tools, okay? And that's where you're going to go and see the business bag. And you just click here. And if you want a bag, They're $15 and no product, it's just the materials come in there, and you get 10 envelopes with all the mini info cards, and you give Jan your name and your address and your phone number. She'll make labels for you, and you can get up to 2 bags, okay? The next tool that I really think is important is business cards. And is this the one that maybe is not working? Let me go look. No. Fantastic. That's fantastic.
That
Let me go look at marketing materials, see if it
that
opens
one
up there.
works. That
Okay, so right now I got to get the business card links to work. I'm so sorry that it's not working right now. I'll have that corrected, but the marketing materials link does work, and so you can see it here, and you can order from here. Okay, just so go down to the second. Maybe you could throw that in chat, Sheila, so people don't get confused. So I like having a business card because I'm in business, and I'm always handing a card and getting a number, handing a card and getting a number. Why? Because I want to add to my list with it. So I don't care where I'm at. I'm always saying, hi, my name's Marci. What's your name? It's kindergarten. Remember, I think Ryan said the things we learn in kindergarten. He's right. So what I learned in kindergarten is how to say hello to people that I wanted to play with in the sandbox. Remember? Hi, I'm Marci. What's your name? Do you want to play? You remember that? Those were a long time ago, right? So now it's, hi, my name's Marci. What's your name? Right? And then you can say, what do you do? What Starbucks, what latte do you like? You know, gosh, I come here almost every day. Oh my goodness. Oh, you're in real estate. Well, I'm in stem cell. You know what? Here's the thing. This is the first business I've ever been in where it's a cool business to be in. Everybody wants to hear about stem cell technology. They just do. They do, because they all know it's regenerative. They don't exactly know how it works, but nobody wants to get old, which is great. It's a great business. So then I just say, well, I'm in stem cell technology, just like Jan did. What do you do? I'm in stem cells. And her face lit up, right? If their face doesn't light up, it's okay. But if their face lights up, man, you're in. So then you just give a card and get a number. If you give a card without getting a number, you are wasting your time. Okay? You must get their number. And what can you do? Well, once again, let me get your number. I can invite you to a patching party. You know, you might win a free sleeve. Let me get your number. I can send you a gift. Right? So you get a number to give them something, which is really booking the next appointment. Okay, so pick the card. There's a lot of cool cards. So you could do face and use my ugly to pretty face if you want. You can do face no face. You know, there's a lot of cool ones here that you can pick from. So I really recommend a business card. Okay. So far, everybody with me? Okay, so far there's 5 things: a notebook, a list book, a calendar book, a business bag, and business cards. $100. I mean, how many people have, I mean, can you guys do that? Can you guys spend $100 and have your business set up and be in business? Diane, you're new. Can you do that? Okay, great. So then the next piece is, there is one other thing I want you to buy, which is a follow-up clipboard. Who has a follow-up clipboard? We learned this from April Vaughn. Follow-up clipboard. Why do you need a follow-up clipboard? I'm going to tell you my clipboard story. What do you think the clipboard is? It's all the same things that are here. We like to call these small, medium, and large. Small, medium, and large. Same thing, just 2, 3 different sizes. So the reason you need a follow-up clipboard is because you know I'm big in scripts. If you don't know what it is, it's okay. You just say, oh my God, I don't know. I just learned, but I can read it to you like we did in kindergarten, right? So that's what happened to Naomi. I like to call this the Naomi clipboard, because what happened was she was doing the 4 things I told you to do. She was making a list. She was piquing interest. She was inviting. And guess what? They were all showing up. And then she freaked out. Oh my God, they're all showing up and I don't know anything I'm doing. Like, I really don't know. I just learned myself and I got 6 people showing up. And then she goes, oh, but wait, 2 weeks ago, Marci had me make the follow-up clipboard. I can do a Zoom and just read this to them. And that's what she did. And guess what? By the time she got to the end of the clipboard, she took everybody's orders. So let's show you how you can make your own follow-up clipboard. So you got to go spend $7 and get a clipboard. Okay. And then what are you going to do on the clipboard? Well, once again, you're going to go to the biz site. So far I've taken you to the tools and I've taken you to the clipboard. Okay. So all you're going to do is print these out and fill your clipboard. What is that? Oh, there's the envelope again. You guys might say, well, what do I need to know about the envelope? Well, here's what Naomi didn't know, any of it. So she just said, I don't know, I just learned about this, but from what I understand, you wear 12 hours on to activate and 12 hours off to repair. It's a stem cell activation patch made out of organic crystal. It looks like it elevates GHK copper peptide that activates your stem cells. Looks like you lose most of it by the time you're 65. What's interesting is they're pluripotent. They have the unique ability to turn into whatever cell your body needs for repair. Wow. Yeah, when you put activated younger stem cells on old tissue, you turn it young again. That sounds pretty cool. But you could go to startx39now.com and look at more, right? So she just read it to him. Okay, so print that off. Then what to expect? Well, it looks like you can expect to reset 4,000 genes to a younger, healthier state. She read it. I don't know, but let's look at this. Did you see the pictures? Oh my God, look at the pictures, right? Well, Susie, why don't you go ahead and tell me what it is that's going on with you? Oh, you want your mental clarity better. Well, let's rank that, right? On a clipboard. You know what you can do is you can then go and talk about X39, how it activates stem cells, and EON reduces inflammation. Inflammation is the eater of stem cells. So when you reduce inflammation, you turbocharge your stem cell repair. We recommend those together. We call that the dynamic duo. She didn't know any of this. She just read the 2 paragraphs and said, "Ooh, those are the 2 that probably we should do first." She just read. Where do we put them? Well, it looks like right below the back of the neck or under the belly button, right? And then she said, go read the rest of those. And then, you can decide which other ones you want. Now, the great thing is she has it printed out. She could tell them to print it out, or she can text them the link and they can follow along on their phones, right? Or she could share screen this, right? Because you can get to it many ways, right? And then the order form. So I have retail and preferred customer up here so that you can see the good deal of the wholesale pack. But make no mistake, we do wholesale pack and auto ship in this business. If you want to build a business, it's wholesale pack and auto ship. So I say to people, $149 retail, $119 to be a preferred, but the best deal is wholesale pack and auto ship. The $299 silver is 3x39s, great for individual. Gold, double the inventory, great for families. Platinum diamond, hey, if you want to build a big business, that's where you want to be. And look at the yellow football, 1x39, 1x49 equals 2 sleeves of any supportive patches. What is your concern again? Lower back pain. Got it. And what benefits do you really want? I want no wrinkles and I don't want gray hair. Okay, well, let's build your pack because 3x39s you can take it's a 2-for-1. So let's go ahead and build it. Let's do 1x39, let's do 1x39, 2 EON, an Alavita and a glutathione. Yeah, can you believe that? You can get 5 sleeves. And then, of course, 1x39 the following month to keep your stem cells activated. And you just shut up. Do you know 80% of the time they'll just say yes, especially when you ask what their concerns are and what benefits they want. It's amazing. That's a game changer. If you want to write a little hint, that's the newest thing I figured out. What's your concerns? What benefits do you want from these patches? Build the kit to that and always go wholesale pack and auto ship and always make sure they need an X39 the following month. And always tell them about the 30-day money back guarantee. Okay, there it is. And then you just take all the information. And then you might be like Naomi and she goes, oh my God, I took all the information and now I don't know what to do. I got an order. Well, you can go to the biz site and watch the video on how to input the order. Or you can also call Jan Rand and she'll help you if you're brand new. Jan, can you, or Sheila, can you put Jan's name and number in chat? Jan is a senior presidential director in her own right, but she helps with the logistics of everyone. And she is there to be of service if you need her, okay? So the other order form we have here, and I usually just take one of these because some people just don't know our mixes well enough and you just might want to have, this is silver and gold and it kind of does some different kits for you. So what do you think you do on that? You just print them all out. And now you have a clipboard. Okay, so let's go again. What are the tools you need? You ready? A notebook, a list book, a calendar book, business bag, business cards, and a follow-up clipboard. Diane, can you have those ready for next week to get your office going? Good. Okay, so if Diane is brand new and she can do it, any of us can do it. I just think these are great tools to always have. Okay, so now let's go and also show you the other piece that's important to connect to. This is the way that we communicate. Do you see this okay, Sheila? So it's called Evolve Connect. And you want to connect into everything that we talk about. You have the Evolve Stories. This is Telegram. And if you don't have Telegram, you need to click Apple or Android and you need to add Telegram, right? Because this is our library. So you put your name, your phone number, your email, you say you want to join it, and then it will kick you out. After you join, it will say, do you want to add all your contacts? The answer is yes. And when it kicks you out, then you got to come right back in here and then you click all the links. This is our team talking page. This is stories only. We have 4,000 testimonials you can search. Business training, practitioner call, before and after pictures. I love that one. And Spanish, okay? We also have Facebook. We have the Evolve group. I just added Business Builder, which is the LifeWave corporate page, and even Europe, Jewel. So once I found out you're in Europe, man, we didn't want to be left out. So Europe's in there. And then the YouTube channel. We have the LifeWave channel. We have Peter and Marci. We have Dr. Stacy. We have Susan Allen, and we have Sheila Hay. These are all resources just for you to connect into. Okay, so these are some of the pieces that we have. So far, everybody good? All right. So now that you know what we need, what's the work? So you already did your list of 10, right? So now we're going to pique their interest. We're going to pique their interest. How are we going to pique their interest? With a little piquing interest script. I'll just give you a very basic one. And once again, you're going to go into the system. And what do? We do 3-3-3 PPP. We patch 3 a day, we follow up with 3 a day, and we invite, and we invite, and we invite. We may change that to patch 3 a day, invite 3 a day, and follow up. Probably needs to switch a little bit because inviting is so important. I want you really to realize that the key in this business is inviting. So to invite, we make a list. You already did that. We pique interest. And instead of pre-qualified, same name, we invite. We invite. We invite to the Now site. We invite to a patching party. We invite to a patching podcast. And then we move them into a pack. Okay, you guys get that? We're kind of going to make this a little simpler. So how do we do that? Well, you already know that we make our list. We already did that. So now what script are we going to use? Well, here's an example. Have you heard about stem cells? That's a peak. What if you could activate your own stem cells for less than a cup of coffee a day? That's a peak. What's going on with you? I finally found something that helps me with whatever's going on with you. These are great peaks. Not a bad idea to edit, copy, edit, paste these peaks and put them in the notes of your phone so you can always have them to work with. Just call them your scripts, right? I like these peaks too. What do you do for work? I never not ask that now, because I want to know if they want to do a business with me. I love, do you have pain? Where is it? I love, I can send you something for that. I also love to ask for the referral. Do you know anyone else that would be interested in stem cell technology? Do you know anyone that's a network marketer? Let's start asking for what we want, Sheila. Okay, now here's a little basic script that you could send out today to those 10 people on your list. Susie, I found a patented wearable light technology that activates your stem cells to repair and regenerate you just like when you were younger. Go to startx39now.com. For a great overview, watch the first 2 videos and look at the pictures. Text me your address and I'll send you a gift, name and phone number. You could use this. We haven't changed the script, but you could say, text me your address, I'll send you a gift. You could also say, text me your address, I'll send you a gift. And would you like to come to our patching party? They're giving away free sleeves on Tuesdays, right? Remember, my big thing right now is invite to patching parties, patching podcasts, right? So you could do this and invite, or you could just not even give a gift and just write all this down and say, come to my patching party, right? I'm going to give you guys both scripts in chat because we've been kind of playing with these a little bit, right? But let's go ahead and put this in right now so you have it. Okay. So you
It's
have
in
it.
there, Marcy. It's already in.
Okay, great. Thank you. So if you're going to tell people to go do this, then you better know what you're telling them to do. So you better know what startx39now.com is because you're using it to pique their interest, right? So if you haven't done this yet, you do it now because you're going to tell them, oh my gosh, we're double patented. We're a stem cell activation patch through light. But watch the first video on light. It's only 2 minutes. The second video on activating your stem cells, it's only 3 minutes. In 5 minutes, you'll know if you like this. And go look at the pictures. Oh my God, that girl Marci, she was doing the training. She had fast growing cells. She looked awful. She's regenerated. Look at that finger. It got cut off. It died. It grew back in 2 months. Look at this girl. She looks 16 now. And you've had that horrible lower back pain. Well, that's nerve. This took time, 1.5 years. Look at how that crunched nerve is flowing again. Stem cells. Okay, you guys get that? Make sure the 2 sites we use to build our business is startx39now.com. That is our product site, and start333biz.com, our business site. Between those 2 sites, you should be able to grab most things you need to do this business, okay? I mean, you could even, honestly, you guys, if you got overwhelmed and you're like, I just can't do this, take them to the Now site and just read everything with them. Just read it. We're patented. Well, that's how light works. Well, that's how stem cells work. Oh my gosh, well, let's learn about GHK. You know, oh, look at the pictures. That's the problem and the solution. Oh my gosh, you can really see how it works with David. We're patented. Look at the science. That's where you put it on. That's what you can expect. Lastly, you could say, I don't know. He's made more than X39. There's all of them. Did you know you can give a presentation with the first 5 sections of the site? I've ordered that's the site that way so you could just do a presentation now. Okay. So remember, we're a business of scripts that you read. And just make it easy for you to read. Anybody can do this. Okay. So now that you see that, everybody
Marcy,
with me? Yep, I'm here.
I
Yep.
put in the peaking interest script and then the 2 gift scripts that you created 2 weeks ago. They're also in, and the patching party script is in now.
Oh God, you're way ahead of me. I don't even have all those ready to go. Will you text me all the stuff you just put in so I have it? Okay, hold on. I gotta go look. We have been playing around with changing the system a bit to get the patching party in it. So she's way ahead of me. I was in Florida for a week. Too many margaritas. So here we go. Let's go and so before I do that part though, I want to show you on the initial script that she put in is the gift script. And you know, when you work in the office that if you're brand new, you can do 3 gifts on Monday and 3 gifts on Tuesday at 11 o'clock. And invite to the patching party. Okay, those are the 2 things I'm going to have you do in 10 minutes. So if you want to invite to a gift, this is where you would go. Okay, so far everybody with me, we're just talking gift right now, not the patching party, because I don't want to overwhelm you guys. So on start 333 biz, do you see that, Sheila? Okay, you want to go down to the doors and you want to go to the office. Okay. In the office, that's where you're at right now. And at 11 o'clock, you're going to do the work to the list I just helped you make. And you're going to send the script out that I just made for you. And you're going to see if they want a gift. This is what goes out on your behalf. It has the pretty blue envelope with all the cards, and they give you 2 X39 and 2 Eons. And you just fill out this link. And on the link, you would put the daily code and you would put your first name, last name, phone number, and who's getting the gift, and hit submit. Jan sends it out on your behalf. We send out to the US and Canada. We do not send out to Europe. Okay, so that is what goes out. Now, some of you may be like, well, why would you do that? They're not going to feel anything. And they're not. It's just a 2-day gift of X39 and Eon. 2 X39 and 2 Eons. I send a gift so you're not afraid to make your list. So you're not afraid to contact them. So you're not afraid to follow up with them. Because who doesn't want to follow up on a gift? If you do not follow up in the 7 days it takes for the gift to come in, day 7, then it's a waste of your time and my money. So if you're going to gift, you better be following up. And what's the follow-up? Send them to the patching party, of course. Get them to wear the patches and send them to the patching party. Gift patching party, gift patching party, or send the gift and say, hey, the gift is on its way. Come to the patching party on Tuesday. Okay, ready? I promised if I use a gift, I also invite to the patching party. If I use a gift, I also invite to a patching party.
Hopefully.
Okay. And if you don't use a gift, just invite to the patching party. They're both great because we do the wheel of names and we give away free sleeves on Tuesdays. And it's like gifting. It's so much fun. And by the way, we're getting anywhere from 100 to 300 people on Tuesdays at 4 o'clock Pacific, and half are guests. And the guests go on the wheel. You know, we learned this from Dr. Stacy and Leah. They've been masters at patching parties. I think it's a game changer, and we all need to be sending to patching parties, doing patching parties, virtual or live. Patching party, patching party, patching party. Jamie in Minnesota, she did a live patching party. 75 people showed up. Patching party. Patching party. Why not? It's a patching party. Who doesn't want to go to a party? How fun is that? All right. So now you have that. So now let me go. So far, are you guys good? So far, where's my new person? Diane, where are you? Can you do a list of 10, send that script out, and if they give you an address, send a gift to them? Yes or no? Yes. Did you put the gift link in, Sheila? Put the gift link in so they can grab it. Okay, so then while she's doing that, I just want to double check that I know what other script she did. Give me a minute, I'm looking. Oh, this is good. I've always been the script one. Hold on. Who do you know? I've always been so impressed with the blank that you are. This is why I thought of you when I found a patented wearable light technology. Go to the Now site. Okay, so the second script Sheila put in there, it's this would be 2.0, correct? This is 2.0. The first one's basic. Some of you say, I want 2.0 training. Second script 2.0 is a script that is like compliment. Monica Penrod said, I love compliments. Like, really tell people who they are. Jen, I've always been so impressed with the organizer that you are. That's why I thought of you when I found this patented stem cell technology. Sheila, I've always been so impressed with the trainer that you are. Jules, I've always been so impressed with the passion and purpose you have for building business. That's why I thought of you. Really compliment who the hey they are. And then you can do the rest. So I love that compliment script. That's in there too. So what you should do from notes is edit, copy, edit, paste. Take what you like from notes and put it or in the chat and put it in the notes of your phone so you can rework it. Some people are using these things, and somebody's got to teach me how to do it. What are they called? The boards. They just throw them in a board and then they're all ready to rock and roll. We'll do a training on that. When somebody actually trains me. Sheila, why don't you learn how to do that so you can train us on it? It's called the boards. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
I'm gonna put you with someone that knows how to do that so they can train you so you can train us. I guess it's a game
Okay.
changer. It allows you to put all these one time so you can just grab them all the time quick.
Okay.
Okay, so then
And Marci, these two scripts were when we were starting to talk about, you actually made everybody go into our phones and get people that we didn't know.
I
people
love
that
it.
we did
I know
know.
it's great. They're both great. Let me listen to the patching party script. I would like to invite you to our virtual patching party on Tuesday. You will learn all about this technology, hear testimonials, and they're giving away free month supply of product. I will text you the invite below. I love it. Take that one too. So there's your patching party script, right? You guys with me? So you can send a text for a gift or invite them to a patching party. Now, here's where you have to be creative. You could do both in one, right? Like you could send for a gift and then say, Sheila, the gift just went out just went out. And by the way, we're having a patching party tomorrow. Do you understand? Like you got to kind of start to understand how to dance with the people you're talking to. Or you could say, hey, would you like a gift? And by the way, there's also this patching party. Maybe you want to do that too. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? Like I give you permission to use your scripts in order to talk the way you want to talk to people. And what do I mean? You text and talk and talk and text. Text somebody something and call them and tell them, and then text them, because when you call someone on the phone, they never pick up, and they'll never call you back, but they'll text you back. So I never talk to someone on the phone without texting. I never text somebody without calling them and saying, hey, by the way, I just sent this to you. Can you come? Right? So some people laugh, but I've never deleted a text in my life. I have. You want me to tell you how many texts I have on my phone? You guys are going to think that I'm just not organized. I have 3,345 texts on my phone. I have texts all the way down from 2015. I have so many texts on my phone that I increased my memory because of it.
Oh my God, you're giving me high anxiety.
I know. And you guys all may laugh. And granted, April Vaughn never deletes a text either. And if some of you were in Florida and saw the bedroom we shared together, you would understand why. Because we're messy. But on the other hand, I'm telling you, I go through my texts all the time. I search for texts. I can go back, I don't know how many years ago. Oh my God, there was that person I forgot about, and there's a text. You know what I mean? So I just really, my text in my phone and my contacts in my phone and the way I organize it all is my life. I'm just being totally honest. Okay, so wow. Oh, let's put the patching party in. Do you have that one, or do I need to give it to you? Patching party, so they can send the invite as well.
Oh, the picture's already up in the chat.
Why don't I see that?
I put it up again. I've put it like 2 or 3 times in.
Okay, can you put it at the very bottom so I can see it?
It's there, baby.
I know, but one more time for me. Is it there?
Sure.
Thanks. What about the link, the GIF link? Yep, it's in there, but she'll do it again. Okay, so let's go ahead and write down, because we're going to start working in 3 minutes. Okay, please, everyone, right now, take that invite from chat, because you're going to use it today. You're going to gift and you're going to invite. You're going to gift and you're going to invite, or you're going to invite and not gift, right? But invite, invite, invite. Now, that invite's not on our main system yet. We're still practicing with it. We're retooling some of the things we want to do in the business. So no, it's just not everywhere yet. You're not going to find it on the biz site. So you need to grab it right there if you want to use it. You need to grab it from chat if you want to use it. Can you put the GIF link back in chat as well?
And I just put the actual physical Zoom ID number for the patching party. Note, it is totally different than the one we're on.
Yes, it's different than the one we are on. And I have a big Hawaii team now. So Hawaii time's on there. So don't get confused between Hawaii and Pacific. Okay. So let's go ahead and let's write down what we're going to do then. We're going to do a list. I'll do this, a list of 10, right? Everybody got their list of 10? Everybody good? Okay. And from the list of 10, what are we going to do? We're going to pique interest. I don't care. Use the gifting script, use the patching party script, or combine them. We're going to pique interest. And then what are we going to do? We're going to invite. What are we going to invite them to? A gift or a patching party or both? Okay. And then what are we going to do? We're going to enroll them. On what? What are we going to enroll them on? Wholesale pack and auto ship.
Silver
Wholesale
pack
pack and auto ship. And it doesn't have to be silver. I give you permission to do wholesale pack and auto ship. If you are Susan, she just does diamonds. You want me to tell you how she sells diamonds? You know what? You guys want to hear it? It blew me away. I don't know if I have it close enough to be able to really be able to say it, but oh yeah, Susan, I'll do my best. Well, I recommend the diamond pack. It's 13x39s and 13 eons. That gives your family, you and your husband, 6.5 months supply of both. Did you know that's 25% even off of wholesale pricing? And then you add in shipping, it's $400 off. That gets your sleeves at $61 versus $99. What a great deal. I was like, that's brilliant. I know, you want me to say it one more time? Well, I recommend the diamond pack. That's 13x39 and 13 eons. That gives your family 6.5 months of the dynamic duo. I would just say that's $400 saving when you include shipping. It's the best value. It gets your sleeves at $61 a sleeve versus $99. Would you like that? And you know what? Diamond packs have 3 months auto ship with it. So anybody want to try to close with that today? You know, I thought that was pretty good. She said she signed up 16 diamond packs in a row with them. I know. All I can tell you is that when I learn something cool, I promise to share it. I thought that was really cool. But
I think we need that written as a script.
I'll write that. I'll get that written. I promise to have that. I don't know if I might even be able to write that. You guys want that script for today? You do. Okay. I'll write it and put it in chat. But remember, you don't have to freak out. Wholesale pack and auto ship. Whatever feels good. There's no pressure. Silver, gold, platinum, diamond, whatever works. You are just being of service. You are not pushing, you are not selling, you are inviting to stem cell activation, and you're being of service. And you're inviting to a free gift, and you're inviting to win free full month sleeves of product. Is that hard to invite to? I mean, I think that's kind of fun. Okay. So with that, it's 11:02. I'm going to stop the recording and stop the live stream.